Area weather forecast. Sunshine today, high 88. Clear tonight, low 62. Sunny and 85 tomorrow. For Sunday, scattered showers, high 80. Mostly sunny, 82 on Monday. And for Tuesday, sunshine with a high 88. Overnight low 60. Yesterday's high was 83. Currently, humidity has dropped to 54%. Winds are calm. And the pressure at 30.28. Sunshine right now, we've got 75 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights.
By the way, that's Glenn Bart singing. What?
He's got a nice voice.
Yeah, he does.
And your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Well, good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is obviously a Galen Dunn conspiracy. He loves that song, and he wanted me to use that on Fridays. And here we are on Friday.
I think it's a great Friday song.
I do too.
I don't care. I know we have a theme song.
You don't.
I don't care if I'm good. If you, the two of you think that should be our Friday theme song. I'm cool with it. I'm Mike Dreeth. That's Mark Turner over here, and he's conspired with Galen Dunn, who's over here on my
Shaking
right.
things up today.
Good. Good morning to both of you. What
Good
a beautiful morning. Only 54% humidity. It's pleasant outside. It's sunny. We're going to have a great weekend. We're looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm going to go get rid of my Rona hair today.
Whew.
Jenny's got me slated at 1:30. Don't have to worry about the top.
Yeah.
The sides are getting a little shaggy.
You don't need to take any off the top.
No. Do I get this half price, Jenny? I mean, you're only going to work on half of my head. I doubt it.
Yeah,
probably
but your hair's long enough for your entire head.
Going to have my son and my grandson. We're finally, after 3.5 months of not seeing my kids, I'm going to have.
They're back.
There'll be 3 generations of Dreeth out working the farm this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Here's the question. I got a couple questions for you. We kick off before we get into you know what. If everybody's mad about where the water tower's going,
what's you know what?
That would be the bucket of bunk.
Oh, okay.
If everybody's mad about the water tower going onto the cemetery grounds,
where does it need to go?
Exactly.
Where can we build it?
Where would it be appropriate? I'm looking at you, Glenn.
Oh, build it and they will come.
Where's the appropriate place to put the water tower? If we can't put it on a place where nobody's going to be buried there because it's right there at Johnson Creek. Mm-hmm. Water gets high.
And doesn't that serve a problem in itself?
For the water tower, you mean?
If a water tower gets under flood, don't you have to start boiling water?
I think that they would. See, I love when he says boiling. Don't
what?
you? Boiling.
Boiling.
Yeah.
No, I don't say boiling.
You say boiling.
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 I think you'd have to build it up. I mean, they're talking about chain link fence as well. Because that area floods.
Yeah.
So where do you put it? That's a good question for today. Where do you put it if you don't like it there? And do you find it disrespectful putting it there, either one of you?
Maybe.
Okay, Glenn, I'll give you.
I could see where it could be. Jeff pointed out that Libby had a great point yesterday.
And her point was?
I sure would not appreciate having a funeral service and construction going on in the background.
I would.
And construction will go on for quite a while.
Yeah, and
it will.
That's a. That's
you can't stop it all the time.
Valid,
Here comes another funeral.
Yeah,
again.
that's a valid point. I mean,
here's another question I have for you. I was in Texas. Anytime there was something that needed to be done that was, mildly labor intensive in a community, and people said this needs to be done, like for instance, cleaning the toilets downtown.
Yeah, at Freedom Park.
Yeah. They would always get a couple of inmates from the county jail, bring them down and made them do it. Is that illegal in Illinois? I mean, or do we not? Is that strange and inhuman treatment to make some prisoners do the do the work downtown?
I don't think it is.
No,
but
we
I
just-
think
we
it
just
will
let
be
them out.
viewed As
We just let them out.
Yeah.
We don't even give them. Listen, here's the thing. We're going to let you go. Now, if you want to go down and
now-
clean the toilet, you can.
Now that's strange punishment. To have somebody in jail and just let them out. That's pretty strange.
Now, go on down to Freedom Park. By the
On
way,
your way out of town.
Galen Dunn is here. Galen brought armadillos.
Okay.
You know what an armadillo is?
It's we found out what a Texas armadillo is.
A Texas armadillo is, a hot dog wrapped in bacon with a slice of jalapeno in it. I felt little sprouts of hair coming up on the top of my head. They're going to have to get cut this afternoon. And by the way, a couple other things real fast before we get into this. We had an interesting discussion. Have you ever gotten away with calling your dad by his first name or anything other than Dad?
No.
I could get away with Dad, Pop, and Chief. Chief because he had been a police chief.
Yeah.
That's it. I would never have called him by his first name.
Dad. That's
Yeah,
it.
it was Dad.
But a lot of people get away with that today.
They can't. No.
And and my sons, I mean, it's always Dad.
It's been Dad. All right, one other thing. One last thing.
Let me tell you, the something would hit the fan if I called my dad something other than Dad.
Certainly not by his first name.
Yeah. Oh no.
By the way, Brother Dave called in this Sunday's sermon, Bound Up Christianity, what Christians should and shouldn't do. You don't want to miss that.
Okay.
That is coming up this weekend. It's time. It's time.
The bucket of bunk is ready with stuff I don't even know. But how else do we fill the time on the morning coffee show? Oh, Mike Treat, bring the bucket of bunk back to me. Please give us something useful, something that's new to us.
I understand you're all
Teach
happy
us
because you're getting your hair
something
cut
new
today, fine.
so we can all
Your son and
discuss.
grandson are coming in, but please do not
I had happy
ruin the weekend for the rest of us with that.
I had happy feet there for a moment. Forgive me. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in Fairfield.
It is a gorgeous day.
June 12th. Birthdays today, George H.W. Bush. He would be 96 today.
That's the first one, right?
Yep. He died in 2018, served as the 41st president of the United States. From 89 to 93, a one-termer Republican. He was also formerly the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. He was in the House of Representatives as a congressman. He was the director of the Central Intelligence Agency.
Really? George H.W. was only a one-term president?
Yeah, he got beat by Bill Clinton.
did.
I
Yeah.
did not realize he was just a
Yeah,
one-term president.
he got beat by Clinton.
Maybe because he was vice president for 8 years.
He was 8 years.
That's
as vice
probably
president.
why.
Yeah. And that was interesting. He ran in 1980 to be the president against Ronald Reagan, lost, and Reagan picked him up as the vice president then for the 2 terms. After leaving office in 93, he was really active in a lot of outside activities, and he teamed up quite a bit with Clinton, the guy that beat him.
Yeah.
They became buds.
Well, I think there was a story. I don't know if it was a story. Well, I know it's true, but there was a news report that when Bush was beaten by Clinton, Bush brought Clinton into the White House and basically said, trained him,
Yeah.
okay,
He was a
here's
class
this,
act.
yeah.
He was really a class
That doesn't
act.
always happen in
No,
that transition.
It does not, especially different parties.
Right.
Then-
Exactly.
Then, of course, his son wins, and he becomes the second father-son pair to serve as the nation's president. Remember the first pair? Anybody give me some good
Adams.
history?
John and
John and Quincy. John Quincy Adams.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, remember when he died when he was 96, but I think he even jumped out of a plane when he was 90, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
He would have somebody strapped to him, but
Yeah.
nonetheless,
did a tandem jump. So
that'd be rough for me at 63. I mean, I can't imagine doing it at 90. Although I'm quite aerodynamic, especially at the head level.
Not much resistance.
No, not whatsoever. He got Parkinson's at the end.
yeah,
And history really has treated him rather kindly.
Yeah,
Generally
they sure
speaking,
have, yeah.
historians see him as an above-average president.
Yeah, and you don't see that for a one-term president
No.
a lot of times.
No, I agree. Vic Damone will be 92. He would have been 92 today. He died in 2018. Now, here's an interesting story about him. He had a couple of big hits. You're Breaking My Heart. From My Fair Lady, he had the hit On the Street Where You Live. That was one of his great big songs. But here's the interesting thing. 1972, he's offered the role of Johnny Fontaine in The Godfather after singer Al Martino, who was previously given the role by producer Albert Ruddy, had the role stripped from him when Francis Ford Coppola became the director. He awarded the role to Damone. But now, according to Martino, after being stripped of the role, he went to his Godfather. The guy goes to his Godfather, who's also a crime boss, and then orchestrated getting Damone out of it and putting Martino back in the role as the singer Johnny Fontaine, which actually in The Godfather, that's exactly what happens. That's the way the script runs. You know, I mean, that's where the horse gets put in the bed and all that stuff.
Right.
All right. Anyway, he ultimately lost out on that role, and he said it was mostly because he didn't want to provoke the mob or Frank Sinatra, who was a buddy of his.
And there were connections there, too.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Vic Damone was married 5 times. He kept trying. Had 4 kids. His last wife left him $900 million.
She left him?
She died.
Well, she passed away on him and left him.
Left him $900 million. He married well at the end,
Yeah.
obviously.
How do you get that gig?
Jim Nabors would be 90 today. He died in 2017, discovered by Andy Griffith at a nightclub
Yeah.
in Santa Monica, California. He joined the Andy Griffith Show as Gomer Pyle. The character proved so popular that Nabors was given his own spin-off, Gomer Pyle, USMC. You know, I got to tell you, I talked to, remember our Denny Reese, our buddy who came in here, and we're going to get him in again. He's completing the
Another
cover
book on Gomer Pyle.
for his book on Gomer Pyle.
Now, how many years did Jim Nabors sing at the?
Oh, Indy
that's,
500.
that's coming up. By the way, did you know? I was talking about Vic Damone.
Yeah.
Vic Damone, in 1963, sang the song at the Indianapolis 500. Back Home Again in Indiana, 1964, he sang it before the Indianapolis 500. They brought in Nabors to sing Back Home in Indiana, with the exception of a couple of years when he was sick. Between 1972 and 2014, he sang it every year. Wow. So that's a long time. After
40
he
years.
became really popular, had the TV show, which was on only 5 years, if you remember. And it was top rated in the top 4 years that it was there. He became a guest on the Cara Burnett show. He was very close with her and stuff like that. Nabors owned a macadamia nut ranch
In Hawaii.
in Maui, Hawaii, the last 25 years of his life. And, you know, while there was a time in our society where it was important to stay in the closet,
Yeah. He didn't.
he came out of the closet, and that's code for he revealed that he had married another man, Stan Cadwallader. They were married for 38 years and lived together, and it was no secret at the end of his life.
Yeah.
So, June 12th, 1839, it's reported that Abner Doubleday created the game of baseball. Now, there are
On
lots
this date.
On this date.
How do they know this date? Did he write it in a journal? Today I created a.
Well,
new
there's a lot of
game.
people that say that Abner Doubleday did not create baseball. There's a real controversy about that. But it's given because Mike Shannon says so. That's
And
why.
it won't be played this year.
Or at least.
Oh, they got it.
Or at
And
least
just think
we
about
think
Shannon,
said
another
it.
year older. I just can't believe it. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
At least we think Shannon said it. He was kind of slurring his words, so we don't know.
Shannon would have been there in 1839. 1897, Carl Eisner patented his penknife. He liked to call it a Swiss Army knife. Back in 1897. 1923, a guy by the name of Harry Houdini, suspended upside down 40 feet above the ground, escaped from a straitjacket. You ever see the movie with Tony Curtis playing?
I have
Harry?
not seen that one.
That's a
No.
good movie. It's a very good movie. 1935, U.S. Senator Huey Long of Louisiana made the longest speech on Senate record. Just take a guess how long that speech went on. Nonstop. This is not, I'm going to take it, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
23 hours.
338 hours.
What do you mean 300? Nobody could stay awake 15 and a half hours.
Oh, okay.
300 hours.
We got a bathroom break every 5 minutes.
1939, the first class goes into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
What year was this?
1939.
Okay.
So it's like Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb and Honus Wagner. And
Probably
there's 5 of them.
Cy
I believe.
Young.
Cy Young probably would have been a part of that. 1963, Cleopatra, starring Elizabeth Taylor, Rex Harrison, and Richard Burton, premiered in New York City. She was a beautiful woman, especially in 1963. 1981, Raiders of the Lost Ark opened in the United States. 91, the Chicago Bulls won their first of the 6 NBA championships. 2003, in Arkansas, Terry Wallace spoke for the first time in nearly 19 years. Here's the deal. Wallace had been in a coma since July 13th, 1984, after being injured in a car accident. He went 19 years without saying anything.
And then woke up.
Then woke up, and everything was all okay.
I started talking.
Started talking.
Man,
Isn't that amazing?
Rip Van Winkle.
June 12th, in music history, 1989, Graceland opened the Elvis Presley Autoland Museum, which contains over 20 cars owned by Presley. You know what I watched last night? I watched the original Naked Gun with Priscilla Presley and Leslie Nielsen. I laughed.
O.J.
There-
Simpson was in that
Yes,
too,
he
wasn't
was.
he? Yeah.
Yes, he was. There's a, I wanted to do this as a question of the day sometime. Can you remember, the two of you remember, can you remember the hardest you've laughed watching a movie at a movie theater? Can you remember the line or the movie? I'm going to tell you, the hardest I ever laughed in my life. I saw The Naked Gun in a movie theater, and after, I can't even tell you if I'm laughing now. After he slips into Dodger Stadium or Angel Stadium, and becomes the singer for the national anthem, and then he takes a bat to one of the umpires. And when he calls he didn't know to call it a strike, but when he calls it a strike and then he does the moonwalk, I laughed so hard. People were laughing at me, laugh at the screen. I'd nearly passed out. I laughed so hard. I can never remember another scene that was so funny. Either one of you?
Porky's.
Porky, yes! The shower scene in Porky's.
No, not the shower scene. The scene that comes after the shower scene when they're trying to describe it. And when they're
I forgot that movie.
When he takes the gym teacher up to the closet
Yes.
and the guys
Yes.
the other gym coach is hiding behind the mattress.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that movie.
Yeah. I
been-
never laughed so hard.
I would have been almost. I think I would have been in my teens or early 20s.
It would have been
Late teens for you,
It would have been
probably.
early 80s.
Okay, well, I'm not.
Late
Yeah.
teens, yeah.
I mean,
Glenn, anybody?
No,
nothing
not
strikes you as
particular.
actually? Oh
coming up with
man,
anything.
those are a couple of great moments.
oh yeah.
All right, we got a question of the day, Glenn.
Oh,
This, of
I got
course-
his birthday.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Before I get into the question of
Well-
the day, you need to mention this birthday. It's too important.
It is. Big day today. Happy 7th birthday to my granddaughter, Sagan Lee Dunn.
Spelled Sagan.
Yes.
I figured that.
Goes to New Hope School. Going to be in 2nd grade next year.
Oh,
So-
aren't they great? Little. You had nothing but boys around
Yeah.
your house, and then you have this little girl. Same thing happening with me.
It's a game changer, I'm telling you.
Yeah. We had little Millie Lou. She's
Man.
just so sweet.
Got a grandson, Aiden, and her, but today's her birthday.
Good.
7th.
Well, happy birthday, Jerry.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, now the question of the day.
Yes.
It is, of course, the Carnaby Square question of the day. Glenn, I
Fashion
don't know.
leader. She was writing something on the windows downtown when I went by.
Was
this
she?
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
She said, Mike, come in and spend more money.
Most of the businesses, most of the business downtown have picked seniors.
Yes, she was writing
They're going to
Put them
write
on the window.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
her, is it Phoebe August? Is that right?
I think so.
Well, that's what she was putting on her window.
I think so, yeah.
You know, of course, Carnaby Square is the fashion leader, and it has been for over 40 years.
You spending money there?
I spend quite a bit of money. there.
Good for you.
Christy
owns
called last
stock
week
in
and-
that organization.
Christy called last week and said, Mike, say something. I need to make payroll. All right. This is going to be this is an interesting outcome. The question of the day was, and is, do you have a vegetable garden? Oh, you would be surprised at what the answers are going to be. When we come back on Morning Coffee with Galen Dunn, we'll be back.
Ready for a delicious lunch? The Grab and Go Grill will be set up on the square in front of the courthouse in Fairfield starting at 10 a.m. At the Grab and Go Grill, try their Southwest wrap, taco salad, barbecue, or grab a burger with a side for a delicious quick meal. Like them on Facebook to see the complete menu and to find out where they will be in the future. Grab some grub at the Grab and Go Grill on the square in Fairfield.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
You know how they say the grass is always greener? Well, at F&B, it is. We're pleased to introduce Moolah Cash. Earn 3% annual percentage yield on balances up to $20,000 and 0.25% APY on remaining balances when you meet qualifications. You just won't find another cash cow like this. Give us a call or visit us at fnbcommunitybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. $100 minimum to open. 0.05% APY is earned on all balances if qualifications are not met. Rates current as of January 23rd, 2020.
During the month of June, Uniquely Rustique will participate in all retail merchant promotions. Stop by each week to register for a chance to win. Uniquely Rustique will celebrate their 12th anniversary this month with specials and promotions all month long. They would like to say a special thank you to their loyal customers for allowing them to serve you. Like them on Facebook or call 842-3544 for curbside pickup or delivery services. Shop locally at Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience.
I'm Christy. I used to smoke cigarettes. I had smoker's cough and severe shortness of breath, and I knew I had to quit. Then I tried e-cigarettes, but I just ended up using both. I really didn't start to get better until I quit smoking completely. My tip to you is, just cutting down on the number of cigarettes you smoke isn't enough.
For help quitting, call 1-866-QUIT-YES or visit quityes.org. This message was developed by CDC and made possible by funds received from the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Clinton began a 6-country tour of Africa and was nearly trampled by an excited crowd in Ghana? The FDA gave the go-ahead to Viagra. Volkswagen rolled out its new Beetle. The new Bank One ballpark opened in Phoenix. At the Academy Awards, Titanic pulled down a record-tying 11 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. Down 10 points at the half, Kentucky came back to beat Utah for the college basketball title. And all these winners were new on the radio.
I smell sexy, candy. Too much of nothing. No change, I can change. My father's eyes, and it's me who is the enemy. You generations are breaking up.
All these songs came out together. But when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
At Charmin, we understand the last thing you should have to worry about right now is having enough toilet paper. Please know we're working around the clock to get you more Charmin as quickly as possible. We're also donating $2 million to Direct Relief to serve our communities. In the meantime, From our Charmin family to yours, please stay safe.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores, the score used by 90% of top lenders, for free, even if you're not a customer. Checking your score won't hurt your credit, and you can check each month for changes, always for free. The Discover Credit Scorecard, free for everyone. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
March 1998.
Natalie Imbruglia and Torn, the top song of March 1998. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Find yourself unemployed? Wondering what's next? If you're ready for a new career, there's no better place to start than Ivy Tech. Ivy Tech is Indiana's community college. We've helped nearly 1 million people train for high-wage careers with degrees and certificates that you can complete in as little as a few months. Best of all, Ivy Tech's tuition is a fraction of the cost of other colleges, an unmatched value in higher education. In fact, many programs are state-funded and tuition-free. This is the beginning of your new chapter, and Ivy Tech is ready to help you make the most of it. Complete a free application today.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't want to make a trip to the bank? With free mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone and deposit it into your account anytime, from anywhere, all with PNB To Go mobile banking. Deposits are as easy as tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Carnaby always gives you a reason to treat yourself. Their on-trend fashions, Brighton accessories, and their one-on-one service. This week, check out Tony Lama, Justin, or Brighton belts, money clips, and wallets, starting at just $22 for your favorite guy. Take an extra 20% off any yellow tag merchandise. Let's all enjoy a shopping day out. No special occasion needed. Don't forget Carnaby's Facebook Live, Walk Through Wednesday.
I could.
Oh, we're having too much fun here. Morning coffee.
You can hear now, huh?
I can hear what's going on.
All right.
Well, you see, they have this little switch down there, and you can turn up the knob, and you can hear better in the headset, Glenn. I should have told you that. I should have instructed you. I should have given you a manual before you sat down there.
I'm the clock setter.
The Carnaby Square question of the day. We don't need to weed whip around that tower, by the way, after the show's over with.
Okay, I'll do that.
Don't ground yourself and grab the tower. Okay, just a little piece of advice from radio.
Don't touch the tower with the weed whopper.
No, that'd be bad too.
But,
do you have a vegetable garden? That's the question. We had 274 votes, and it broke absolutely right down the line, 50-50. Can you believe that? This is our first year. You know what I mean? Well, and you can't.
I can't.
Well, you could, Mark.
Well, if you put it up on the roof.
You could have like a little garden box there off your windows.
I guess I could.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could too.
That's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Anyway, do you have a vegetable garden? Chad says, I've got a few tomatoes and a Goya plant. What's a Goya plant? You're the florist. What's the
Goya plant?
G-O-Y-A, a Goya.
Is that one of them plants you use to make tequila?
No, that's
okay.
No, I don't think so. The Goya are starting to climb the trellis. Well, tell them to get off.
Some type of little lizards or something?
I have no idea. Get off that. Get off that trellis.
And you know what? I've never heard of anybody that said they've had just a few tomatoes.
No. No, we've planted, and we've got a raised bed in the back now, and we've got those little cherry.
Just pop them in your mouth.
I rely on people like you.
And then they supply them to you.
That's right.
You don't have to do anything.
That's right.
That's the best way to go. It really is. Terry says there's nothing like going out and picking fresh produce.
Okay.
If you ever get an estate, Turner, will you have a Mater garden?
Probably.
That's what I thought. I thought you would.
If I ever had an estate, I'd probably grow some sweet corn and some tomatoes and green beans. And
you're not going to be able to do that, the kind of estate that you're going to purchase, I don't think. I mean, unless you get Glenn over with a a plow and plow up the whole backyard.
Hey, have you been down his alleyway there?
Mine?
No, Mark's.
Yeah.
Looks great.
The alley does? Oh, yeah, the alley in between the...
Yeah.
Oh, because of the painting?
The murals, yeah.
Looks very nice.
I haven't gone down
You got to take a
It's
trip.
very, very nice.
Okay, well, I will. Cindy says tomatoes.
Everybody grows tomatoes.
Amy did too. Mike says yes. A couple of tomato plants out. Janie says, I have one tomato, the rest is flowers. And Shirley says tomatoes only. So tomatoes are the big draw on this. We had
I don't have much of a green thumb. About the only thing I can grow is tomatoes because they're tough not to be able to grow, and weeds.
I guess what kind of, a lot of people.
What kind of weeds? I have no idea what kind of weeds.
No. What kind of tomatoes? I mean, some people grow those orange ones because of lack of acid in them.
There are hundreds of different varieties of tomatoes.
Well, I'm telling you, we got the little ones. You pop them in your mouth. Not bad at all. Hey, one of the things that's good after you come out of the garden
is to be nice and cool.
Cool, you
on
bet.
these hot
And
days.
right now, the best way to do that is to be able to have a relationship with Brian right now.
Because it's going to reach 88 today. And we're
It's gonna
talking 90s for next week.
You better have that
You need
AC
air.
cranking. And
Cool air.
of course, another option for you, if you're looking at putting in new air conditioning, geothermal is a viable option. You can make some money off the whole thing with a tax credit, or for that matter, the rebate that's given to you by Wayne White Co-op. Brian is just a great guy. I'm going to give him a call here beginning of next week, be able to see how he's doing. But every time I do talk to him, I'm impressed by the way that he approaches his business. We've had one of the satisfied customers on this show, even this week, Ken Odie, called Right Now our HVAC, and he got a new air conditioning. He says you can hang meat in his bedroom now. Don't touch that. Brian, right now.
Believe me, I will not.
Right now our
Sorry about that,
HVAC.
KO.
That was almost as good as that moment with the naked gun.
Higher ground, Mike. Higher ground.
Yeah, but no, that's where you put the water tower. Higher ground.
Actually, it's higher brow on this show. Higher brow, Mike. Higher brow.
I got to get those brows.
Or lower brow.
I got to get a bush hog on those brows
Or in
too.
Mike's
today.
case, it's the unibrow.
See here, look at they're curling up. The hairs are curling up on my brow. Boy, the amount of news that is going on.
It's crazy.
Things are changing. Let me just run through the top three stories.
What's that movie? It's a mad world.
And that's what it is.
You can add a few more mad and crazies
I'm
to
going
that.
to give you three stories just from this morning. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard might be getting pulled from Amazon streaming services. Bloomberg News says it's part of a broader review of content that could be offensive during the ongoing national debate on racism in America. And it's mostly because it aired, in the 70s and 80s, and because there was stars and bars on the Dodge Charger.
Yep.
The General Lee.
General Lee.
Had a Confederate flag painted on the roof.
That's true. They did.
So, gone. Out of here. Disney's Splash Mountain could undergo a big change.
Is this the ride?
Yes. Over possibly racist overtones. The storyline of the ride is based on the 1940s and 1950s films. It was a racist stereotype, according to people that are upset about it. Fans think it needs to be changed. A petition signed by thousands suggests changing the storyline of The Princess and the Frog, which featured Disney's first black princess. Grammy Award-winning country music band, Lady Antebellum, is shortening its name to just Lady A. In a statement on Twitter, the group said that antebellum is a word associated with a period of history before the Civil War, which includes slavery. So they're going to change their name to Lady A. Where is this? Where do you think this is going to stop? And does it pick up speed, or does it slow down as people?
So then, would Confederate Railroad be Sea Railroad?
They got to change their name if they're going to get any booking in Illinois. Nobody associated the state's will take the risk of remember that was a year ago, that controversy.
The Coin Fair, wasn't it?
No,
it was Springfield.
No, it was DuQuoin
Was it
Fair.
DuQuoin?
You're right.
And then they dropped them, and then
Marion picked them up.
Marion picked them up.
The Harley place down there picked them up.
Black Diamond, yeah.
Black Diamond, and they sold it out.
Yeah. In a matter of minutes.
Yeah. So anyway.
But yeah, I mean, would it be Sea Railroad? I don't
Sea
know.
Railroad. I guess.
Well, then you all of this stuff about Fort. You were born at Fort Bragg.
No, Fort Hood.
You were born at Fort Hood.
Yeah.
Well, Hood was named after a Confederate general, so we got to change that.
Yeah.
That means your birth certificate's probably wrong.
Yeah. I mean, how's that going to affect the
Where do
people
you
that were
stop?
buried at these places or born at these places? I mean, do you have to get new?
Trump says the president says he's not going to change the name of the forts, so it's not going to happen.
All right.
While he's on. So anyway, Paul McCartney's in the news as well.
What's he changing?
He wants to make sure that everybody ditches meat. Got all these people preaching to us.
But they
McCartney turned 78 on Thursday. Did you know that? 78 years old on Thursday. Celebrated by writing a statement on the PETA website. PETA is the
Right.
Professional
Yeah, it's,
ethical treatment of animals or something like
People
that.
for the ethical treatment of animals.
eating tasty animals. PETA. People eating tasty animals. Urging the followers to become vegetarians. The statement said...
Aren't most people who are in PETA vegetarians?
Well,
so why would you need to urge your followers to become
I
vegetarians?
was hoping that people like me will mention it on our morning show, which I'm doing, you see. He's been a vegetarian since 1975. So 45
well,
years.
you know, he's can't argue with the results. He's still you know, doing live shows at what, 85?
No, 78.
78. Well,
and
it doesn't matter.
No, and he's doing 2.5, 3 hours
Yeah.
without any breaks, so the vegetarian things work for him.
It's working for him.
Yeah. Here's an interesting story.
I don't think it'd work for me.
I don't know that it's
Mainly 'cause
something
don't
I could do.
Mainly because I probably wouldn't want it to work for me.
Yeah, I don't know if I really look forward to, you know, like a pork burger on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I imagine they can make that out of plants. You think?
Yeah, they could.
I bet you they could.
Now, I've had the black bean burger before.
And you liked it?
It's not bad. A black bean burger is not bad.
You're pro meat, aren't you, Galen?
Oh, absolutely. So, do they consider fish a meat?
Or poultry? Are those considered meat?
There's a difference. There's vegan and there's vegetarian. I think vegetarian says, you know, you're just eating plants.
I'm all about
I think you can eat vegan. I think you can eat.
Vegan, I think they throw in you can't be eating milk or anything that comes from an animal.
something with a face.
Let me tell you something. It's not going to happen for me, so I'm not really worried.
So I
about
can
studying.
keep bringing meat products here.
Now, here's an interesting story out
Yes,
of
you can.
Australia. Oh, you keep bringing meat, my friend. A distillery in Australia says it made a mistake and it mixed up gin and hand sanitizer. They sold 9 bottles of it with the wrong label. Let me tell you something. That'll clean you out.
All right.
Wow.
We gotta stop already.
Oh, well, we're getting there.
Remember Jack Hanna? You know, the guy that used to go out in the jungle all the time?
Yeah.
He's retiring.
Jack Hanna's retired.
Jack Hanna's retiring. Let's see if there's anything else here that I've got to tell you about. There's a new term. It's called FOGO. F-O-G-O. What do you think that term means? Think about the pandemic. FOGO.
I wasn't thinking about the pandemic. I was thinking about the crisis that's going on right now everywhere.
Okay.
You know, kind of like the old term from the military, FUBAR. You
Yeah.
know, that's what I was thinking of.
FOGO stands for fear of going out.
Really?
FOGO.
We have some friends, and I believe the lady is that way.
Seriously?
Yes.
I had an aunt that was that way. It wasn't anything about germs or anything. She just was naturally scared of everything. She was scared to get in the car. She was scared that it was going to get in an accident. God bless her. She lived a miserable life down the stretch of her life because she was infected by FOGO.
Okay. So, Galen's got trivia today.
Oh, he does.
And the trivia ties in with our opening theme this morning?
We had several opening themes. I don't recall. By the way, have you ever had any Highlander grog, Galen?
I am not a coffee drinker.
That's mighty
Kind
fine.
of a Diet Coke guy.
Oh, I'm off the Diet Coke.
All right. Now be thinking about this here.
All right, okay, so we have an opening theme. I don't remember it, but go ahead.
You do not.
What was the opening theme? Oh, the fact that you did Cheers. You got Cheers trivias, don't you?
Some, and then other things too.
All right, go ahead.
Jeff Vaughn will be on this, as Rusty Coomer would say, like a chigger. What year does the sign outside Cheers say it was established?
Oh. I don't know.
What restaurant is located directly above Cheers?
Wow.
Man, it's been a long
Those
time
are
since
tough.
it's been a long time since I've
You
watched
see this
that.
in the opening
Yeah, I
scene.
know. You see it in the opening scene.
What was Sam Malone's nickname?
I know that
Oh,
one. I know that one.
I do know that as well, because there's a baseball reference.
What was Norm's occupation?
I know that too.
Yeah.
Norm quit the Boy Scouts. Why?
I know that.
Boy, I don't.
I do know that one.
This is kind of a lengthy question, but which Cheers producer died on American Airlines Flight 11 that hit the World Trade Center building? I'll give you four choices.
Okay.
James Burroughs, David Angle, Les Charles, or Heidi Perlman.
Okay, I got a good idea on that one.
How many seasons did Cheers run? I believe I asked that one other time. And who performed the show's theme song? Do you want choices?
I think I know who it is.
Okay.
Well, then don't give choices if he knows what it is.
Now, completely different subject. The show West Wing.
Yeah.
How many seasons did West Wing run? That's hard to say without
Yeah.
butchering it up. Who played the role of the president in this show, and what was the character's name?
I don't remember the name, but I know who the actor is.
And there'll be like a B part to this question. If you can tell me the man that portrayed the president, what his full name is.
What his full name is?
Yeah.
His real full name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And name his children.
Well, I can
think,
do that.
I think I know his children.
And there's four children.
Okay.
Last question. Who played the role of Charlie Young, who was the personal presidential aide and special assistant to the chief of staff?
Who played that role?
Yes.
I can see him. Okay, I'll figure it out. Those are good questions. But then we would only expect good questions from Glenn Bard Dunn. We'll be back with more morning coffee in a moment.
The Fairfield Chamber of Commerce has dedicated the month of June to celebrating small locally owned businesses. Fairfield businesses have evolved to provide the best service possible to their customers, all while maintaining social distancing. From June 15th through the 19th, they want to honor the 2020 graduates. Good luck to all the 2020 graduates. Make sure you shop local and support the people who have loved and supported you throughout the years. When you support a small business, you support a dream.
Why take the 2020 census? An accurate count of our communities helps inform how hundreds of billions of dollars might get used each year for public services. Shape the future of our community. Learn more at 2020census.gov. This message brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department.
Dan Browning will be having a consignment auction at Buckeyes Auction House in Reinard on the second Saturday of the month. That's this Saturday, all items welcome. This event will start at 12 p.m., so get your things in early. For further questions, call Dan Browning at 508-2028. Buckeyes Auction House is near Reinard. Look for the signs on the 161 extension and Blue Mound Road. Concessions and restrooms are available on site. Rothrock Auctions will have a public auction on Saturday, June 13th at 9:30 a.m. for the James Witt Estate. Auction will be held at 296 North Bennington Road in Alney. Farm and shop equipment, WD Alvis Chalmers Tractor, 24-foot gooseneck trailer, tools, camper, Polaris Ranger 700 side-by-side, collectibles, appliances, household, and more. For a full sale bill, go to rothrockauction.com. Social distancing will be required for the duration of the Witt Estate auction. Rothrock Auctions, Mark Rothrock, auctioneer.
Attention, Class A CDL drivers. Bestway Express is now hiring experienced drivers for regional work in the South and Midwest. Bestway is a family-oriented company and believes in great home time for their drivers. Bestway offers 2 monthly bonuses, paid weekly, full benefits package, free health clinic for insured employees, resets at home every week. Class A CDL drivers, call Bestway today for your best career opportunity. That's 833-BESTWAY.
Share your favorite picture of you and your dad or someone that is a father figure to you for a chance to win Holiday World tickets. One lucky person will be picked at random to win a family 4-pack to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. Upload your pictures today to WFIWradio.com. One winner will be selected at random on Monday, June 22nd. Full contest details can be found at WFIWradio.com.
Is your child up to date on their immunizations or wellness exams? Or does your child need a school or sports physical? And did I mention sports physicals are free for all established patients? Yes, I said free. Call 618-842-4470 to schedule an appointment at your Fairfield Community Health Center. We have 3 dedicated pediatric providers ready to assist you. Our Pediatric Express Care is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast going for sunshine today, high 88 rather. Tonight clear skies, low 62, sunny at 85 tomorrow. For Sunday scattered showers, high of 80, mostly sunny 82 on Monday, and for Tuesday sunshine with the high 88. Overnight low 60, yesterday's high was 83. Currently humidity at 49%. Winds out of the southeast, 3 miles an hour, and pressure 30.28. Sunshine right now, 79 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good, nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
Perfect.
So do you smell what's coming in, wafting in from the outside?
No.
No.
What's going on?
Fresh mown grass,
Oh,
man.
okay. Oh, is that what's going on
You
out
don't
there?
smell that out there?
No, I don't. My sniffer's not working right now. You got a good picture of you.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, I have a following, believe it or not. Hi, Hunter. My nephew, Hunter Suttles, who lives in the Nashville, Tennessee area, is watching on YouTube today. He just had a birthday here a few weeks ago.
Well, we like to call it WFIW Nation, Glenn.
Yeah, worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
But Hunter, yeah, you're doing great. He loves Krispy Kreme donuts. For his
Who
birthday.
doesn't?
Doesn't love Krispy Kreme donuts.
For his birthday, one of the things we got him was a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. He loved them. You have to limit him, though, because he gets a little jacked up.
Well, I'm just telling you something. Same. You can say, I think everybody here would be the same way.
So, Hunter, hope you have a great day, buddy. Come back and see us.
Let's bring them trivia questions to bear. Let's go.
Okay. What year does the sign outside Cheers say it was established?
I'm going to say 1857.
I'm going to say 1784.
1895.
Jeff Vaughn is correct.
1895.
1895.
How do you know that?
What restaurant is located directly above
I'm
Cheers?
going to be upset when I see that. Tom said it was like Melville's or something. Melville's?
Melville's Fine Seafood.
Tom was right. Tom Levine.
What was Sam Malone's nickname?
Mayday.
Mayday Malone. He was a relief pitcher for the Sox.
That's correct.
The Red
He
Sox.
was. And why did he lose his career?
He got
Drinking.
drunk, yeah.
Alcoholism.
Yeah.
So you go buy a bar.
Yeah, that's the thing to do. What was Norm's occupation? He had two.
Well, he was an accountant in one sense, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And later on, he became something different, I believe, or maybe vice versa. Or vice versa.
I'm not sure. My favorite episode was when he had to fire people, and he would start crying. He'd start crying and say, I'm sorry, I got to let you go. And the people say, that's okay, Norm. I don't have a clue.
An accountant and then a house painter, or vice versa.
No,
All
I
right,
didn't know that.
well, okay.
Norm quit the Boy Scouts. Why?
Because they went on a hike and he didn't want to go.
That's exactly right. Okay, which Cheers producer died on American Airlines Flight 11 that hit the World Trade Center building? The choices were James Burrows, David Angle, Les Charles, or Heidi Perlman.
I'm going to say Les Charles.
I'm going to go with Burroughs.
David Angle and his wife Lynn.
See, once again, the Bobcat wins.
And this Heidi Perlman was a sister to Heidi
Rhea.
to Rhea.
Okay,
Yeah, younger sister.
Who played
Carla.
Carla, yeah.
How many seasons did Cheers run?
I'm going to say 10.
I'm going to go with 13.
11 from 1982
Bobcat wins again.
to 1993. Who performed the show's theme song?
Everybody knows your name.
Christopher Cross.
No.
No?
The man's name is Gary Portney.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Had no clue.
That's just one of my favorite TV theme
It's
songs.
obviously,
it's a
since
great
you
theme song.
Well, since you hijacked my show here on Friday with that, I'm sure that's your favorite.
Mark, can we make that a Friday theme song?
We can do that.
Awesome. Checks.
I'm sorry.
He asked me
Not
that a month ago, and I ignored him.
Not we can do that.
Well,
Dave,
you know,
David, it's not we can do that. It's we will do that.
Awesome.
See, he controls. He
it's just
controls
like
everything over there.
It's like a breath of fresh air. That song is.
He likes to take all the credit, but I'm the one who's in charge.
Sorry to go around you, big guy.
Unfortunately, he's probably correct. Yes.
I feel like I just stepped around.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Go right ahead. It doesn't make me mad at all.
Okay. How many seasons did West Wing run?
I'm going to say 7.
That's what I'm thinking. 7.
7 from 1999 to 2006.
Yes.
Who played the role of the president in this show, and what was the character's name?
I'll let you. It's Martin.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Character's name.
What?
Wasn't it Jed Foster, J.B. Foster, something like that? Josiah Jed Bartlett.
Bartlett.
Bartlett. Yes.
And so the bonus would be, what was Martin Sheen's really full given name?
Well, his last name would have been Estevez because Emilio is his son and uses the family name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I know what Martin's first name was, but of course, then the other person in the family is Charlie Sheen, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what his real name is.
It's Ramon Gerardo Antonio Estevez.
Wow.
And named
Probably
the
a
children.
good idea we went to Martin Sheen.
What children, though?
Besides
Charlie
Emilio
Sheen
and Charlie Sheen.
Emilio Estevez.
There's 2 more.
I didn't know that.
A Rene Estevez
Mm-hmm.
and Roman Estevez.
Neither one of them in acting.
Well, I
guess.
thought Rene might be, but I may be wrong.
Wow, don't know.
Who played the role of Charlie Young, who was a personal presidential aide and special assistant to the chief of staff?
How about Rob?
Not Rob Lowe.
Not Rob Lowe. Okay.
But he was good in that show.
Yes, he was. Was who?
Dulé Hill.
Dulé Hill.
And what other show did he play in? Psych.
Psych.
That is an awesome show. The Psych is great.
Yes, I do like that.
That is a good one.
I've
You
sampled
betcha.
it. All right, does that get us?
That gets us to where we need
Thanks
to be.
for bringing in the chow.
Hey, thanks for asking me.
No, we love having you. Now get out there with that weed whip and take care of that tower right now.
I'll grab a hold of something
All
solid
right.
when I'm out
yeah,
there.
when you're out there, grab the tower. Yeah, make sure you're well grounded.
Okay.
What are you playing now? Oh, you're playing that song
I love
again.
this.
It's the Friday theme.
This is great.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you on Friday or Monday.
All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Alexa.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City, where there's everyday low prices on Serta, Ashley, Catnapper, and Benchcraft mattresses.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump says he will soon sign an executive order addressing some of the concerns of protesters marching against police violence and racism. He says about his call to dominate the streets against protesters